Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. All right. Do, do, do. Holy. Uh, uh, uh. Hello, hello. Do, do, do. Before I get going, wait for some more people to get in here. Hope everyone's having a great Saturday morning. Johnny, how are you? Don't mind me. I'm just getting some stuff set up. That way I can see what everyone is saying. Thanks for coming in, Johnny. Hope you're having a good Saturday morning. Um, Here we go. We got everybody going live this morning. That's awesome. I think Ryan 77 Rockets is on right now. And then we got I think Chase from New Beginnings is coming up. So is Jeff. What's up, Mr. Wilson? How are you, man? All right, I gotta find my coffee. There it is. All right. Nothing beats a coffee in the morning. Dump an entire Lego box in the Terrapin Aquarium. Oh my God, no. Oh, that's horrible. Yeah, my son, who comes out here, does woodworking with me too. He's got a massive amount of Lego. It is crazy how much Lego that kid's got. Right? But all good. Had to go fishing for it all. Oh, yellow belly slider terrapin. Okay, Mike, I don't even know what that is. Is that like a lizard? I don't know what a terrapin is. I probably should. Oh, a water turtle. Okay, gotcha. I know exactly what it is. Okay. I don't know why I was thinking lizard. We had a bearded dragon once. He was actually pretty cool. We named him Larry, or my daughter named him Larry. Larry the lizard, right? But we called him just Larry. He was awesome. So very good. So Ryan's apparently illegal to have there, really, eh? Huh. That's weird. It's great. 14-inch nose to tail. Dude, that's a fair size still. That's cool though. That is cool. All right. So I'm going to be doing a few pens today because I've got to do them. I need 3 more for the show that I've got coming up this Saturday. So I figured that I will do these up with y'all on the live. Go from there. 4 foot by 3 foot by 2 foot. That's a pretty big tank. That's illegal to have. That's crazy. All right. I'm going to aim this over here. Just a slight bit of a different angle because I'm trying to avoid what happens when I do the wet finish is it throws all the water all over the camera. So I'm trying to avoid that a little bit. So I just kind of repositioned it. But I'm going to start with some of this bloodwood. Probably be on for, I don't know, hour and a bit. So I got 3 pens that I'm going to do. I'm going to do this bloodwood first. And then after the bloodwood, I'm going to throw on some of this freaking gorgeous stuff, cherry burl. Hopefully this one is not going to explode on me because of this part here, but we'll see. And then after the cherry burl, I've still got some of the maple blanks. So these are going to be airbrushed because I need another colored one. So then that's going to complete my setup for the most part for pens. So I'm going to be going to the show with about 42 of them, because for any of you who have been in on these lives, you've seen me turn like a few bowls and nothing but pens. So lots of stuff. Well, it's going to be good. Hey, James, how are you? I'm good, man. How are you? Hope you're doing well. My lathe makes this loud whining noise. So I'm trying to get it to stop doing that. But I think it's a bearing issue with my pen mandrel. So, and I finally got some, I got some new carbides too. So I'm going to try probably this new carbide out that I got from Amazon. Hopefully it'll be pretty good. All right. M. Stanifer. Hey, how are you? Thanks for popping in. Appreciate it. All right. Oh, check this out. I think I had this last week, but I got some new hats that I ordered from my spread shop. These things are freaking amazing. Love these hats. So, oh, okay. Well, for a decent exposure and got arrested for it. Well, I guess good on you. All right. So, and if you're looking for any other lives this morning, 77 Rockets is on. What, 2 minutes for Wood Turners, I think, is coming on. Jeff, New Beginnings, Chase, he's going to be coming on as well. So make sure to check them out too. All right. Anyways, let's get going on this one, and let's see how this bloodwood comes out. This bloodwood, I am going to be doing for the hardware on this one. I'm going to be finishing it with black hardware, because I think the black makes the bloodwood stand out really, really good. All right. Let's do this. Oh, look at that thing fly. So we're going to crank it right up. Make sure stuff's tight. Come on. All right. I'm going to have to tighten it. Get some of that annoying noise in there. Doesn't take, once you get enough practice doing pens, it doesn't take you very long to do them. Especially when you got sharp tools. Black or gold? Yeah, definitely going to try black. I looked at my my pen kit inventory, and I'm actually running out. So I'm going to have to order more because I think I only have one gold left. And yeah, and I saved it for the cherry burl because that really makes it pop. So that's going to be really cool. All right. Let's do this. And we got it round. There we go. Trim some of that noise down. All right, I should probably move that closer now. There we go. Definitely not. Almost there. Almost done for this one. Almost. All right. That's pretty good. So now it's already carved down. So we're good. Remember, double tap that screen. Hit that like button, okay? You got pen kits everywhere right now? Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. All right. I need my... I'm going to take this out of here. And I need some sanding sponge. There we go. Actually, hang on a sec. I got to grab my drill. I always forget to grab the drill, but that is the best way to get results without marking the piece up a lot. So that's what I prefer anyway. Mike, you'll make it back at the show. Don't worry about that. All right. Diddy. See how quick that was? Pen's already ready for finishing. Hey, Steve, what's going on? How are you, man? Okay, I finally had to crack open a new bottle of CA glue, too. I used I used a good majority of my CA yesterday. I was filling in some spots in cherry burl. Jeff, what's going on? How are you? Jeff, you're going live, right? Nice. So I'm gonna be maybe an hour. I got 3 pens that I have to do before next weekend. So that's kind of my goal for this. So everybody that's in here afterwards, make sure you go check out Jeff too. And I think Ryan 77 Rockets is still running too. Anyways, this is what I was filling in, another piece of burl. So it's only a small one. So I might cut this up into blanks. And then I've been filling in some other chunks. This is a big chunk of cherry. It looks like this because there were burls on both sides that I cut off. So I'm letting that sit for a little while. Right? Chase, how you doing, man? Beautiful. Yeah, and if you're in here, double tap that like button, or double tap that screen, or hit the like button. And yeah, subscribe to the channel if you want. Oh yeah. I love how bloodwood pops. So I'm just doing the CA finish on this one. Do a few coats. Yeah, maybe I'll do 4. The only thing I hate about the CA finishing is all the fumes that will get you high as hell if you inhale too many of them. Free shipping to 2. Oh, nice. Yeah, 100%. Make sure you catch Jeff on his live coming up in an hour. That's perfect. Jeff, once I'm done here, buddy, I'm gonna try to jump into. I want to jump in for a little bit. I always have a hard time. I don't get a lot of time to watch YouTube. Not always. So I'm gonna try to jump in because kids and whatnot are still sleeping. So I should be good. Anyways, so now I'm gonna do the wet sanding on this. And actually, I'm gonna back this off a little bit. And then we'll crank it up. So I'm going from 1,500 grit up to 12,000. When you have the fan on it, you don't smell the CA. Oh, that's good. It's strong, like it's potent stuff. All right, I just want to make sure that's good. Okay, perfect. Now we're going to work our way all the way up to 12K. Victoria, the best teacher, is get in there. Oh, that's cool. So now it's at least not spraying water all over the camera. So that's nice. It's like I could run it even faster, actually. Get this thing up to like 4,000 RPM. Try not to soak it too much. Almost up there. And then we'll put this thing together. All right. Last one, 12K. All right. So I like doing like only like the 3 or 4 coats of CA because you can still feel a little bit of the wood grain because it's thin stuff. At 4,000 RPM, you might see smoke. Ooh. All right. Okay, cool. Next, I'm going to put some wax on it. Polish her up a bit. Make it look pretty. So for this, I'm going to use, and if you haven't checked it out, make sure to check them out. Bumbleshoot Shop Wax. There's a link in the description. You go in there. I think if you use Timber Designs, you can get 10% off, I believe, which is pretty sweet. But it is really, really good stuff. They have another one called Benuba Wax, and it's an amazing finish. I'm almost out, and I like to save that one for bowls and whatnot. Yeah, definitely. You definitely need to try it. You will not regret trying it. Trust me. Plus, it smells like delicious lemon. So can't go wrong there. All right. Let's polish this up a little bit, and then we'll put it together. $200 paste wax. Is that the Johnson stuff that you can't even get anymore? There we go. That's pretty good. The Johnson stuff's pretty good. Minwax got some decent stuff too. All right. That's the back side. Beauty. Okay. Bry wax or carnauba wax and beeswax mix. Oh, nice. That would work well. I like the so the Bumbleshoots. Well, if you can't tell by the name, so it's definitely got a beeswax mix to it. But yeah, the beeswax finishes I do like. All right, so now I'm gonna put the hardware in on this one, and then we move to the next. Yeah, maybe if you're in here, make sure double tap that screen or hit the like button, whichever helps channel out. Grab a subscription, membership if you want it. You can do that too. Although you certainly don't have to. I mean, there's memberships in there. They're pretty cheap. It just helps the channel out. That's all. Right? It helps to fund different projects, basically. All right. Come on, you. There we go. All right. There's one. I'll put the back in. Beauty. And we'll make sure it still flows through good. Use Bry wax. That's nice. I've never even heard that stuff. I may have to check it out. Beauty. That fits good. All right. Now we do the rest of the hardware on the back side, and then this one is done. I gotta buy. I'm gonna be getting some more kits. I'm definitely gonna be ordering the kits from Alibaba again. Just order the 50 of them because they are really, really good quality. Okay. Oh, that one's got a little bit of CA finish to come off. Oh, that's awesome that Ryan's doing good. Yes, I am making pens. I've got to make. I'm gonna make a few more for a show that I've got coming up this Saturday. So when I finish these ones, I will have. Oh, what is it? 42, I think. Which is that's a pretty solid number for me. I'm good with that. All right. There we go. That is the Bloodwood pen with black hardware. That looks really, really nice, and I love the shine. So I'm going to set up for the next one, and we're going to do some of this cherry burl. Oh, they like bowls better? Oh, that's interesting. So for me, Jeff, I don't even know if these are going to sell, to be honest with you. But I had a bunch of pen kits, and I was doing a ton of them to get lots of practice with it. And so I figured I'll make some more of these, but I've got like stuff that I'm doing for the show. I've got a mixture of everything. I think I've got about 9 bowls. I even have a plate that I turned, which is pretty cool. So yeah, we're going to see how this show goes. Now, for this show that I've got coming up, my daughter is also doing this one with me because she sells crochet stuff. Hang on a sec. I got to trim the end of this burl down a little bit. There we go. Yeah, that's kind of what I figured. Pens are good gifts, right? So, and I was trying to bring some stuff to the show that that I'm doing that's not overly expensive. I'll probably sell these for about $20. But something that people can give away as gifts. So, beauty. You're going to clean up at the whiskey show, man. Don't you worry about that. Hate how they taper in the middle like an hourglass. You talking like right here at this part? So the only reason it's tapered in is so that way it's actually flush with this this metal piece that's in here. That's the only reason why. But you can get kits that don't taper in, like cigar pens and whatnot. So, I mean, I could also make it bigger too. But yeah, Mike, you're 100% right. Like it's personal preference, really, right? If I go to this show and I get feedback or whatnot that people don't like it as much, then maybe the next ones I'll switch it up. We shall see. Okay, this one's gonna be iffy because of these chunks here and like these 2 pieces. So I didn't fill this piece of burl. I probably should have, but all right. We are good. All right. Like a plane taking off. Well, it's not exploding so far, so that's good. Let's double check and see how that's doing. CA that one piece? Yeah, I know. So I've got, to be honest, Jeff, I think you're right. So looking at it now, it's actually going a little bit deeper than what I thought it was. So I think I am going to add some CA to it. Because it looks like it's going right down near that barrel. So if I try to trim it too far down in that barrel, it's just going to blow apart. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put some CA in it. Back shoulder to be level. The table itself is perfectly level. Same with the legs on it, but it could be the angle because right now the camera's on a bit of an angle to it. So it could be that. All right. Now I don't know if I really want to hit it with the accelerator, but let's see. This is somewhat thinner stuff, and this burl soaks it up. So we're going to get this all filled in. I think at the pen tip, it's going to be fine. But I am going to have to give this just a little bit of time to dry. I'm going to let it soak in for a short bit. Once I feel like it's soaked in enough, then I'll hit it with some CA accelerator. All right, little tiny bit more. Yeah, the other thing is because I'm filling it in, even if I hit it with the accelerator, it's still going to be a little bit wet on the inside. So I am definitely going to need to give this one a little bit more time. I might even flip over and do the other one first. Stick it on a low speed. Okay. Well, so my only concern about sticking it on a slow speed is, well, as long as the surface of the CA is dry, that's fine because it'll kind of seal it in. I just don't want to be throwing CA that way. And let's see, just for fun. Or sorry, throwing towards me. No, that's good. So I'll let that go for a little bit. Have fun, Jeff. When I'm done here, I'm going to try to pop in. Drip it down onto it while it's low. I could. I don't know if I'll need to though. So you can see there. So it's dry on the surface. But dripping it on, I don't know. That might be a little bit too much because it's probably going to throw it at me. We'll see. Yeah, I would definitely have to stick a cloth on the bed. As it is, this part of the tool rest is already covered in CA, and I have to get it off. And Mike, like you were saying, alcohol, I think, to try and get it off because I got it like right here on my mask too because I did that one time. Alcohol does not take it off. Or at least didn't for me anyway. Not for me, but that's all right. What are you guys up to today? Unless I have some coffee while I'm waiting. Yeah, I really don't want to. I don't really don't want to throw it at myself if I can avoid it. So, but I do know only because I've done it before. Even though the surface of the CA is finished for the most part, the stuff on the inside is not dry yet. I do know that. So, just for fun, just gonna hit that with a tiny bit of accelerator just for the outer part, and then we'll turn that back on. 2:30 in the afternoon. Yeah, well, it's just after 9 o'clock in the morning here. And I've been drinking coffee since 6 a.m. my time. So like 11 a.m. your time. So if you're in here, got 240 people in here, which is freaking amazing. Thank you. But make sure to double tap that screen or hit that like button, grab a subscription. Hell, you can grab a membership if you want to the channel. It just helps fund all the different stuff that I do on here, tools, materials, that sort of stuff. And then if you're looking for any links or you're looking for tools and whatnot, go check out the description. There's all kinds of stuff in there. If you're looking for different woods, penblanks.ca. William Woodwright is that company. Absolutely amazing for that stuff. This is not from them, but amazing stuff. Bumbleshoots, wood finishes, absolutely amazing. Go check them out too. And then there's quite a few others in there. Find by Tool, who sent me these freaking amazing gouges that I just sharpened, and they will cut a piece of paper. So, except for this one, the negative rake that they sent to me. This, well, it's not going to cut a piece of paper, but I got to figure out how to sharpen this thing. That's next on my list. All right. We're going to take some chances, and we're going to see if that CA glue inside this crevice here is dry. And if it's not, then I'm just going to end up completely covering this in CA glue, and we'll see how it goes. You'll be on sharpening tools. Nice. I did that yesterday. The tool rest on the grinder. So that's what I was thinking, except I took the tool rest off my grinder, and the slow sharpener, it doesn't have a tool rest. So that's, I have to figure that out or find that tool rest and put it back on. All right, let's go back to this and see if we can make it work. I know I can at least do the back end, give this a little bit more time. All right. There we go. For anybody in here who has never tried one, using a lathe is so satisfying. Like trimming away the wood and you feeling it and hearing it. It's one of the things I love about it. I gotta adjust this. My tool rest's actually too high. Alberto, how are you? And Wanderly, how you doing? Edgar, thank you for popping in. Make sure to double tap that screen. Hit that like button. Helps out more than you would know. All right, so I think we got the back side, I think, is good. Now we're going to do the front piece, and let's see how the CA did. Whew, could definitely smell it. Oh, it's definitely still wet inside because I got glue stuck on here now. So I'm just going to trim around that. And actually, might just have to spray some accelerator on it as I go. Wonderly, thank you. I appreciate that. Very, very much. I'm spraying this accelerator on it because I had to put CA glue in here. And I don't believe it's all set. I can still smell it. Okay, I can stop and have a look at it. Who's on the live tonight? Do we know? Absolutely, we know, Mike. So that it's going to be me. So sorry. Go to 77 Rockets channel. We're doing a live tonight. Like we haven't done it in about 2 or 3 months. It was just to hang out, shoot the shit, have a beer, that sort of stuff. So we're going to be live on Ryan's channel at 5 p.m. Eastern, which is what, 2 p.m. I guess Western time. And it is going to be me, Mike D from the Whackin' Shack, Ryan from 77 Rockets, and Rich from Moyoc Scorpion's channel. So it's going to be good. Andre, what's up? How are you? 10 p.m. UK time. Yeah. What am I whittling? So I'm turning, not whittling. This is a pen made from cherry burl. Almost there. And make sure to double tap that screen. Hit that like button. What brought us together? So what brought us together is the bulk of us, or actually all of us, we were all in Bearded Viking Woodworks in his channel, and just kind of started like messaging and live chats and whatnot, and that's kind of where it started, I think. I know with Mike from the Whackin' Shack, he was just starting his channel at that point. So I sent him a message saying if he needed some help, get a hold of me, like setting stuff up and whatnot. And I would give him a hand. And so that's how I met Mike. I think Mike and Ryan met the same way. And definitely how, well, I met Rich in there initially. And then we started hanging out a little bit more after that on the live stream. So it's been pretty sweet. Hey, Larry, how are you? Yeah, Mike, no problem, man. You just hounded them all? Looks so satisfying, kind of zen. Thanks, Tim. Yeah, it's got some really nice character. So this is the part I just injected this with some CA glue, and it actually held up really well. So big kudos out to Jeff from 2 Minutes for Woodturners. Check out his, I think he's live, not quite yet, but he's coming up in, I think, like 15 minutes. So make sure to go check out his live as well. Like, subscribe, all that sort of stuff, right? Yeah, that's right, Mike. It's exact same thing. So Mr. Mike Wilson in the chat, same thing. We met through the Bearded Viking woodworking channel. So it's actually kind of cool because we're all from different parts, either of the country or around the world. So it's really, really cool. All right. Let's see how that feels. Ooh, it's bigger. I like it. Sweet. All right. Let's get you out of there. I didn't cover myself in CA glue, so that's a bonus. All right. So check that out. That is the part that I glued. So this is going to have a lot of nice character. Oh, he's just going to launch it? Okay, cool. All right. Let's sand this thing up. Just blowing it out so it get all the dust off. There we go. Oh, that's freaking beautiful. Because of the wide range of locations. Yeah, that's exactly what it was, Johnny. Like it was it's kind of crazy how all of us got together because we're so far spread out. But it's amazing to have met like people from around the world. Right? Like all of them, good buddies of mine, as far as I'm concerned. Mike Wilson's in here. Most of these guys talk to him every single day. So it's pretty awesome. Right? And it could be about woodworking. It, doesn't really matter. Talk about all kinds of crap. All right. So just doing the CA glue finish on this. For the burl, I like doing the CA glue finish for sure because it also helps hold it together. All right, we're going to put one more on it for good measure. Oh, Mike, you rock, man, too. It's awesome. Sometimes, whew, that's a lot of fumes. Oh, man. Sometimes it sucks that some of us are so far apart. Just want to get together and hang out, right? Whew, that one heated up a little bit. Whew. It's like the fumes are like cutting onions. All right. Look at that. That's a beautiful CA finish. All right. So now we're going to put our towel underneath. We're going to wet sand this thing all the way up to 12,000 grit, just like the one before it. Yeah. At Rings and Pens. Johnny, I'm gonna check out your channel too. I actually do have some more rings too. That's one of the things I really started on. And I don't do the rings as much because they have to be a custom size. But check this out. So on the advice of Mr. Mike Wilson in here, I took a chunk of this cherry burl that I got and I injected the hell out of it with CA glue and basically to like stabilize it. So look at that. That is what this is going to be. I'm going to make this into a ring. So originally I did this because I had somebody reach out that was interested in a ring and they wanted to put a channel in it and be able to incorporate their horse that passed away. So I took a bunch of the horse mane that they had trimmed off and my wife braided it. And then I inlaid it into a channel in a maple ring, which is really, really cool. But if they didn't like that, I was going to use this chunk. So now I've got this one for another ring. So that's going to be pretty sweet. Looking for Jock? Really? Oh yeah, that's going to be, oh, it's going to be absolutely awesome, dude. I am so excited. 3D model of a planet, or animal cell. Huh. Not really my forte, but I don't know. Maybe somebody else can help. Rob, what's up, man? What is CA glue? CA glue is basically super glue, essentially. And then you can use stuff like this accelerator in order to make it dry instantly. So this is the stuff that I use for finishes on pens. The nice part is it makes it basically waterproof and everything, right? All right, so I'm going to wet sand this now. Where am I based out of? I am in Canada. Good old Canada. Where we already had hit freezing temperatures last night. So I woke up to ice. But, I mean, I guess we're used to it. All right, let's see how that is. Just checking to make sure it's smooth. You're in, I don't know what. Oh, Fort St. John, BC. Oh, that's pretty cool, man. My wife is actually from up near that area. Not Fort St. John, but past Fort St. John. She was up, I think, by the Alaskan Highway. All right, so I'm just going to work my way through all these grits. Turn to resin ring without a core. Yeah, so the one thing I found with the rings is you can turn it without a core so long as you coat it with the CA glue on the inside and the outside. It essentially binds the entire thing together, and then you don't need it, right? Billy Ray on YouTube, and he's somewhere in Canada. Oh, that's cool. You know what's it's funny, at least for woodworking anyways, I don't see a lot of other Canadian woodworkers on YouTube. The ones that I do know of are typically in Western Canada, whereas I'm in Ontario. So there's not as many from Canada, but that's all good. I like hanging out with everybody. Tree feller. Almost there on this one. Oh, she's getting smooth and shiny. Burl ones I'm always excited about because burl is harder to get. But it's gorgeous as far as the grain that it has. All right, so this is our final grit, 12,000. So this one is basically like a polish almost. All right. Get all our water off. Let's see how that turned out. Oh, yeah. That's beautiful. And so the parts that are kind of filled in here a little bit, I can actually still feel them, which is nice. That is beautiful. What do you guys think? An online shop? No. So I have a website. It's timber-designs.ca. So I do have that, and yeah, my email is in the video description. That you can reach out to me directly. Right? Oh, that's cool. In school, that is really cool. Well, that's one of the classes that I loved in school was shop class. And so in shop class, so I didn't get into wood turning too much in shop class. But one of the things I did in shop class, which was freaking cool, is I built an electric guitar. Like an electric guitar with pickups and everything. And it took me quite a long time to make, but it was definitely worth it. Took almost a full semester. Sprague is a cool Canadian turner. Oh, that's awesome. I'll have to check him out. I just haven't heard of many, but the other side to that, hang on here. The other side to that is I don't get a lot of or enough as much time as I would like, anyways, to be on YouTube, just because of kids and everything. So, all right, we're almost at the point of installing hardware. No better feeling than making something you're proud of and knowing you took care and making it look sweet. Oh, 100%. You know, even though these are pens, and pens are something like there's a lot of people that do a lot of them. I still love these things. They don't take long to do, but they're very satisfying. All right. And like you said, knowing you made them yourself, right? Taking pride in it. That's a big part of it. All right. So this is getting gold hardware. So let's get this pressed together. Oh, yeah. See, I'll show you guys this. Look at that. With the gold, really makes it stand out. More blanks in the photo blank. That is cool, man. Galaxy purple ring core. Nice. Could make chessboard in pieces. Absolutely, you can on the lathe. Have I done it? No. Actually, that's a lie. My son did ask me once about making him a pawn, and I had some big chunks of pine, so I built a pawn that was this big. Could you make an entire chess set on here? Absolutely, you can. That would actually be really cool. It would take a lot of work, and not everything would be identical, right? It wouldn't be repeated across the board. Copper one would be really cool. So if you're talking in terms of like buying pen kits, these pen kits that I get, they go on Alibaba. You buy like Canadian 50 of them for like $60. As far as what these sell for, because of the woods and everything that go along with them, you will sell these, selling a bunch of them next weekend, but I'll sell them for like probably $20 a pen. Is probably what it is, because some of them are more exotic woods than others, but it's too hard to price them all individually. Copper would be really cool, but that would likely be a very expensive one to get. Well, I'm sure you probably could. I've just never looked, to be honest. All right. And there is the gold. Let me turn this off and see if that helps. Look at that. That is pretty freaking sweet. Not gonna lie. Right? Like look at the grain in the end piece of that. Like That is freaking beautiful. Thanks, Mike. Like, it's got so much character. Like, it's amazing. Yeah, it's a very cool grain. So, okay. So, that is that one done. Got the blood wood done with the black hardware too. And then I'm going to do one more. At least one more anyway. So, here I've got maple blanks. And I use these in pens when I'm going to paint them. So these ones I'm going to airbrush. And I'm going to use a rose gold hardware for it. Now, I want you guys to let me know what you think, but my wife gave me an idea for colors. What she said is take the blanks, paint them silver. And then take some black and do some black striping on it. What do you guys think? It would actually probably look pretty cool. Not going to lie. I think it would. What do you guys think? Better do it than you're not allowed to pick. Women's Got Taste, do it. Yeah, okay, cool. I felt the exact same way when she mentioned that. I felt the exact same way, like, oh yeah, I got to do it because that would be freaking cool. Silver with black. So, all right. And so it shall be done. I'm just going to clean this up. So I keep this like a skew or a scraper so I can clean up the metal bushings because they get a buildup of all the CA glue on them. And Mike, before you say it, no, I haven't really used the non-stick bushings yet. See all the CA buildup? And I haven't used them yet. Probably because I'm just so used to the metal ones. All right. Sweet. Where could you buy one? One of the pens? Definitely what I would say is shoot me an email. Email address is in the description. And then we'll connect and touch base from there and figure out what you're looking for, and I can get it out to you if that works for you. So we're going to shape this one down, sand it down, and then we're going to paint it. Laser, a good tool. Made up some spacers to fit wheels on motorbikes last week. Oh, absolutely. I love, so I've got a full wood shop here, and I didn't start out this channel with wood lathe stuff. I actually started out this channel doing other projects, but I just look at wood in general. You can do anything with it. I'll give you an example. Because we're coming into the winter, we need snow blowers, right, for clearing driveways. So I had a buddy of mine had an extra snow blower. Is going to give it to one of my employees. In any case, works with me. In any case, so he brought his snowblower down here, and I realized it had no key, so I made a key out of hard maple, and it actually worked. So it was beautiful. You can do so many things with wood. That's one of the reasons why I love it. You use snake wood or ironwood? I have not done either of those. No. I got to get a store. It'd be rich. You know what? I would love to get a store. The problem is like I can do an Etsy, but Etsy takes 20%. So if I wanted to sell a pen and I need $20 out of it, by the time I do shipping and everything included, I got to sell that thing for like $35, which is a lot of money for people to pay. In any case, I can do like a market on my website, but it's expensive to do that and build it in like a Shopify or something. So I made a key. Yeah. So it was basically just a 1/8 thick piece of maple that slid into a channel where the snowblower key would go. And the key, all it was a separator to push a circuit apart, to separate a circuit. So that way it could be started. It wasn't an actual key with teeth, right? Yeah, I am definitely in Canada. Rob, I am not in the 50s for a state, dude. Nice try. Well, I mean, we'll see how it goes. Anything's possible, but no. Canada. Oh, that's funny. Okay. I'm going to just hook up my airbrush before I do this. I'm going to make sure that it is working. Because these things are, they are a pain in the rear to clean and maintain. And I'm going to run them at a certain PSI. We would welcome the 51st state. I'm not going to lie. I've thought about it sometimes, but I am Canadian. So I got to hope that we can do it on our own, but we'll see how it goes. But I'm also not opening up the window to political conversation because that's never a good idea. Yeah, people don't mind paying for unique items. Absolutely. In Canada, I find a lot of times woodworking projects can be a little bit harder to sell because not everybody's got a lot of money, right? Yeah, we do have Trailer Park Boys. Well, we do, but we don't anymore. They're kind of still around, but they're all on the East Coast. I think it was Nova Scotia or New Brunswick or something. But I do believe that they pitched out one of the pitches for the Blue Jays game. And then you'd be Canadian American. Yeah. Trailer Park Boys was a freaking amazing show. I absolutely loved that show. I just got to clean my carbide off. Yeah, it was a really, really funny show. Right? Bubbles, I absolutely loved. Where he takes literally his glasses are cut out from the bottom of Coke bottles. So freaking funny. All right. So we're going to get to turning this one. Grain direction doesn't matter because it's going to be airbrushed anyways. Orange is rigged. Yeah. Fair enough, Mike. Okay. Let's get this going. Little dusty. It looks like a jet lathe, but it's made by a brand called Craftex, which is actually not made by them. It's made by another company overseas that basically makes lathes for all kinds of manufacturers. So probably the exact same place that jets came from. Can I make children's toys? Absolutely. So for the show that I've got coming up, I made a couple of different things. So on here, I turned a bunch of wands that are about 12 inches long. and those are being sold as a paint your own wand kit. So you get the wand plus a few paints and a paintbrush with it. So I think that's going to be a big seller. I also made wood spinning tops that you spin on the table. So I did those on here. And even though I'm not selling them because I got to perfect it, I made a couple of yo-yos just for fun. So I got to perfect that a little bit more to balance it out, but it'd be pretty cool. So yes, definitely wood toys would be really cool. All right, I think the front is good. All right, let's see how that feels. That's pretty good. It's a little bit bulkier, which I kind of like, because I think with painting it black and silver, it's going to be a little bit more on the masculine side, which I'm cool with. All right. Now we'll start moving to the rest of it. Prefer wood over acrylic, or which is your favorite? I have never done acrylic. Like resin and that sort of stuff. Eventually, maybe I'll get into it, but I absolutely love doing the wood stuff. So not only that, but I have a lot of it. So all right, just gonna blow it off. Huh. Guess I can't use that when it's not hooked up to the compressor, so we'll use this. So we're gonna airbrush this thing silver and black. Where am I located? Team Prosperity. Hey there. I am in Ontario, Canada. All right, get our paint tray out. Let me just readjust. There we go. Okay, sweet. I just got to move that in a little bit. What am I making? I am making pens. And for this one here, because maple is very plain, I am about to airbrush it. And we're going to give it a silver base with black striping over top. We're going to see how that works. All right, let me just see if I've got, pretty sure I've got some silver pulled out here somewhere. There is black. That is water, which I will need as well. I do not need purple. Oh, tell me I have silver out. Thought I did. Give me one sec here. I gotta look through my collection. See if I can put some silver in this one. What kind of paint is it? It is just acrylic. So very, very basic stuff, but it's airbrush paint, so it's a lot thinner. All right, let me just get some of the silver out here. I guess acrylic, it could look pretty good, right? And I hope this container is still good. I guess we'll find out. Oh no. There we go. A little dried on the end. Let's see if this will work. All right, bear with me for a sec because I'm just setting it all up. And I always got to dig it out a little bit and everything afterwards. Jeff just went live. Nice. Mike, don't worry about it, man. If you're in and out, that's okay. I am on to what will likely be the final pen right now. But it's the one that takes longer because we're going to airbrush it. So you always get a buildup of acrylic inside. So all right. I think that should be good. Let's see if we'll spray. Hey, plywood. How are you? All right. As you can see by my testing board, I've done this a few times. We got water coming through. That is good. That means we are clear. So let's see if this jar works because it's a really old one. I think I tried this jar before and I couldn't get it to feed any paint. Getting a little bit out of it, but not enough. So I'm gonna have to clean out another jar. Dusty lumber. Yeah, Dusty Lumber Co. His stuff is awesome. I do like watching his stuff. But you are 100% right. He makes massive stuff. But his joinery and everything is really cool. It is like really intricate stuff, and of course it's it's all like sponsored by it's primarily Festool, which is cool. Nothing wrong with that at all, and that is amazing for him. But yeah. All right. So I'm just rinsing out a gold one so I can put silver in it. And then I'll have to dump it outside. Let's see if I can get this to work. 1 second. Hopefully it's not going to come out as like a mixture of silver and gold. But if it does, that's okay. We'll do it. So this jar, or at least the lid, is going in the garbage. We'll dump our silver into here. Well, damn it. It is mixing with the gold a little bit. But that's okay. Let's see what kind of cool color comes out of doing this. Why not, right? They're both shiny. So let's see what they'll do. Come on. All right, that's good enough. Let's give it a try. I don't want to spray out very much. I don't think it's a lot coming out. Hey, Johnny, appreciate it, man. Really, really do appreciate you being in here. No worries. Have a good rest of the day, my friend. Much appreciated. Huh. All right. Odd. It's just coming out very, very slow. So it could, I'm just going to check the jar. Maybe there is not enough in it. Okay, it should be. I might just have to keep it tilted back. Have I done more? Hey, Kevin. Have I done more with wood rings? I have. Not on the lives. Those ones they're tricky because they're for certain sizes, right? But yes, I have. I recently did a ring actually last Sunday. And it was for it was a maple ring with horse mane embedded into the middle of it. That somebody had actually reached out to me and asked me about doing on Facebook for a horse, so they could remember the horse. So it was actually it was pretty cool, and it turned out really well. All right, I might have to turn the pressure up a little bit. Actually, it might be too high. Let me see. All right, let's try this again. One second. I just realized part of the issue is my compressor's not on. Probably needs to recharge there. Shouldn't be too noisy on the mic here. Hopefully not, but it will shut off. Size 16 to 17. That's crazy, man. But yeah, that's a challenge because it's hard to make a ring as a general project and then try and sell it. I think we're getting there. This one's being much more stubborn. Like a lot more stubborn. But we're almost there. You can see like a bunch of the silver there already. I'm trying to get it to be a little bit more defined. Just don't really want like the yellowish part of the wood sticking out. That's really all it is. Now the black will probably come through like you wouldn't believe. Jillian, hi, how are you? Seen a guy make a ringer with a silver or stainless steel core and wrap the veneer strips around it with glue. That's pretty awesome. So essentially what I did with the horse mane is I CA glued in one side, wrapped it around, CA glued the other side, like pressed in, and then I coated the entire thing in 3 coats of CA glue to really hold it in there. So it actually turned out pretty good. I might actually be able to grab my other phone and show you guys a picture in a second. I think we are almost there as far as the silver being as good as it's going to get. Can you guys see the silver-ish? Has the client got it yet? Yes. So the client's daughter came on, I want to say Monday or Tuesday, and picked up the ring. And the daughter absolutely loved it. And I just heard from the lady this morning about the ring, and she has it, and she's absolutely loving it. So that's all that matters, right? All right, I got to clean, just trying to, there we go. Get the water through, and then we'll do the block. Sweet. Very good. Oh yeah, I am very glad she's happy too. I'll be honest, I was worried. I didn't think she was gonna like the maple as much. But the one thing she did love is how much it stood out. So I was pretty happy about that. All right, so let's see how this will do with the black. I am likely going to have to dissect this airbrush soon to clean it out completely. Yeah, need some more black paint. There's nothing coming out. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to take it apart. Bum, 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 bum. All right. Oh, come on, YouTube. All right. Hopefully that's working again. Okay, cool. For some reason it stalled out there. All right. I got to clean out this tube because I got a slight feeling that there might be a little bit of a jam up inside of it. Which is okay. All right. Hopefully that did it. Perfect. All right. Almost lost the stream there for a second. Come on. It's definitely. Sorry, guys. Bear with me. It's struggling a little bit to get any paint out of this one. And I can only assume, even though you're supposed to be able to kind of let these ones sit with the paint in them, I'm assuming it's probably because it's gummed up inside. So it may be time to actually bring these containers into the house and gut them. It's definitely gummed up inside. So this is where having little things like this come in really, really handy because it helps to clear jams. Right, like clearing jams and stuff, just like this. If I can do it. Yep, there we go. We had a jam, cleared it right out. We are ready to rock. When I put the tube back on, because that would help. Okay. Now we should get some black. BW is lurking around in the shadows everywhere. Maybe. I wouldn't doubt it. Turning it with a twin cylinder, compressor, normal spray gun, viscosity correct. Yes, absolutely. That could be a challenge. I've got a larger spray gun too, an airless one. And absolutely that can be a challenge. All right, come on, because I cleared you out. Come on. There we go. So that is the swirls that we want. So I'm going to turn the pressure down a little. All right, you guys ready? This goes pretty quick. Let's see how that looks. Ooh, that's actually kind of cool. What do you guys think? I like it. I might do a little bit more definition on the black. Okay. I think that's good. I don't want to overdo it. Nor do I want to mess it up. All right. I'm going to clean this out. And then I'm going to turn this up because I need that to dry. Definitely time to bring the airbrush in the house, though, and get it all cleaned out. Let it all soak in water. That's the nice part about it being acrylic. Easy to clean. Come on. Lots of black paint built up in there. Okay, I got to turn the pressure up. It's taking forever. We're almost there. We'll be judging. Don't screw it up. Stefan, wish you have a lathe. Get a lathe, man. If you can. You can find them used and whatnot as well. They're definitely a lot of fun. There's all that black coming through that was built up now. So I got to keep turning the pressure up in order to clear it out. Because if that acrylic dries in there, it screws up the needle. See, now it's got water coming through. It's essentially cleaned out when the water coming out doesn't have black in it. Kind of looks like fireworks. That's cool. All right, good enough for now. We will put that away because then we're going to move on to the finishing part of this. And we're going to finish this the exact same way. And I actually have rose gold hardware for this one. So this is going to be really interesting how this one comes out. That's just the hardware that I had pulled out for it. So we're going to see how this looks. We'll do rose gold because why not? We just got to make sure the paint's dry. of over 100 pen kits and not enough hours in the day. Yep, 100%. I could not agree with you more. All right, look at that. So I'll show you a little bit closer up once we get there. Actually, maybe I can move you guys a little. You can kind of have a better look. Here, check that out. I think it's kind of cool, to be honest with you. It almost looks on the screen, it looks black and white, but it's black and silver. So I think that's pretty cool looking. So now we are going to move to the CA finish. All right. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba. The what pen? Hang on. Oh, the zebra pen? Yeah, let's go with that. Okay, cool. CA finish it is. This is going to be like the pen that doesn't make any sense, because it may look more masculine, but it's going to have rose gold hardware, which, I mean, I guess that can be masculine still. Whew. Damn fumes again. I'm tired and talking shit. That's all good, man. I don't blame you for being tired at all. Not one bit. Oh, that little bit of fumes made my eyes water. All right. Let's see. So let's see if I can, I think I can zoom in on this, right? So look at that. So you can see it. Actually, it looks pretty freaking cool, to be honest with you. Yep. Hey, Harold, thanks, buddy. Yeah, absolutely. Making a pen. I've actually made a few of them. I'm going to shine this one up, polish it, put the hardware in it, and then if you stick around, I will show you the other two that I did also, which are really cool in my opinion. I like them. All right, so we're going to wet sand these up to 12,000 grit now. Or wet sand this, I should say, up to 12,000. This first coat here, or the first sanding, is just to make sure we got an easy finish. Or an even finish, I should say. Okay, that's pretty good. So a little bit more on this 1500 grit. And then we're going to start stepping through all the other grits all the way up to 12,000. So these are just going to be very light sandings. I'm not putting any pressure. I'm just letting it flow right along the edge. And it doesn't take much either. Now, what I can't remember, because I didn't see, but there's a chance there should be able to still see some of the wood grain from the maple through the color that's on here. Almost there. Second last. Looks a bit like a bone. Oh, that's fair enough. That's kind of cool. It can be called. I was going to say something. This could be called. Never mind. This could just be the bone pen. Use your imagination. I'm sure you could probably come up with what I was thinking of. Mammoth tusk. I don't know if I can get a hold of that or any of that stuff, really. All right, let's see. Oh, yeah. That is nice looking. And I can see a little bit of the maple grain in here as well. So that makes it really nice. Okay. It is time for some paste wax. Okay, so we're going to put some paste wax on it so we can shine it up. So if you go to the description, there's links in there. This is a product called Bumbleshoot's Shop Wax. Should be named Bone Mary. Nice. Blacktail Studio just got more from Canada. I know Blacktail Studio. They're about an hour away from me. I think. If that's the one I'm thinking of. But he does a lot of stuff with walnut, I believe. If we're thinking of the same one. Thanks, Mike. Yeah, definitely link in the description there. And if you're in here, hit that like button. We're like 17 away from 100. It'd be amazing to get to 100. This pen's actually pretty cool. I am not going to lie. This is a favorite. And it's got one hell of a shine to it. All right, I'm going to move you guys back a little because then I'm going to get this put together. Oh, Oregon. Okay, so maybe I'm thinking of a channel that's not far from me. There's something to do with walnut. But Blacktail Studio, yeah, I must have been thinking of a different one, Mike. All right. Actually, put these back on here. Oh, you just wait, buddy. Wait till I put the hardware on. And I appreciate it. Yeah, it is freaking beautiful. I'm loving it. Okay. So this one is getting rose gold. Because that's what I had out for it. So that's what it's getting. All right. Let's get all the hardware out here. Actually, I'm going to swap out really quick because I forgot this one had a bit of a bigger collar to go in between the pieces, and I shaved these down a little bit more. So I'm going to swap the collar out for a different collar. They're all going to, for the most part, fit the same anyway. But let me just see here. There it is. Had a thicker collar of one I wasn't a huge fan of. So order new slimline bushings. Nice. I am almost at the point that I'm going to have to do the exact same things. These bushings are pretty worn out, the ones that I've got. All right. Hopefully this kit fits okay, because this is one of the Temu kits. All right, that worked. I find the Temu kits are iffy sometimes. Hey, Evan, how are you? All right, let me make sure that will fit okay. It's got to go in further. Now, the Temu kits that I got for these pens, they don't all fit the same. It's just really odd. Okie doke. Almost there. Almost there. So sit tight, and I'm going to show everybody all three of these pens. So just hang tight. Temu kits, yeah. Evan, I'm good, man. How are you? Hope you're doing well. All right. It's definitely different with the rose gold. It's actually, it's kind of cool. I'm not going to lie. All right. Let me switch up this view here. All right. Yep. My big face right in there. Okay. Ready to see it? Put my hat on because I think this is going to be the last one that we do for now. All right. So here is the zebra pin. So even with the rose gold hardware, it's actually pretty cool. I could have done silver with it. But I think it works. I think this works. I do like the rose gold. Right? And the striping, well, it's kind of inconsistent. If you see the spots, like the dots, that's because the airbrush needs to be cleaned out. But it really, really turned out pretty cool. So that's the one. All right. And then this is the first one. So this is a black hardware, and it's bloodwood. So pretty cool. It also has the CA finish. And then one of my favorite ones, of course. Hey, thanks very much. Also, the Just Build It. Yeah, thanks. I appreciate that. Yeah, you can get like shirts, hats, all kinds of stuff, right? It's pretty cool. And then this is the Cherry Burl. This is still one of my favorites because it's burl. I mean, look at the character in the green here. And it's done with a gold hardware. So turned out really freaking good. I like it. So 3 pens, not bad. Took a little bit longer than expected. I wasn't expecting it was going to take around 2 hours, but it's mainly because of the issues running into with the airbrush. So I got to get that thing all cleaned up, which I'll do for next time. On the thanks, Harold. I appreciate that. Yeah, it actually, like, it still turned out really good. I'm not even mad about the dots. I think it actually adds character to it. So I'm cool with that. Next time on a live, I've got some other blanks prepped. I don't know if I'm going to get to them beforehand or not, but I've got 4 more pens to do. This is specifically for an order for a friend of mine. So I'm going to be doing 4 of those pens, all darker woods with gunmetal hardware. So I'm going to be doing some of those too. Outside of that, we're at the 2-hour mark. I think I'm going to call it for now. I appreciate all of you being in here. Mike, definitely try that with spray paint before you get the airbrush. Appreciate all of you being in here. If you like what you saw, subscribe to the channel. You can become a member if you want. There's cheap memberships there too. It just helps us support the channel. Check out some of the sponsors in the description. So we've got Find By Tool, absolutely amazing company that does all kinds of tools like this. Also on this DeWalt planer, got a helical head in it from Find By Tool. So great company. Bumbleshoots, amazing wood finishes, penblanks.ca for different types of pen blanks. Kevin, you have a great day too, and I hope all of you have a great day. Thank you so much for tuning in. And for anybody who's in here, check out the other lives that I think are going on right now. 2 minutes for 2 minute tips for woodworkers or wood turning is Jeff is on right now. 77 Rockets could still be on. And 5 p.m. Eastern tonight, 77 Rockets channel. Ryan from 77 Rockets is going live with Mike from the Whack and Shack, me from Timber Designs, and Rich from Moyoc Scorpion Woodworks. It's just a hangout. We're not doing any woodworking stuff. Shoot the shit, have a couple beers, stuff like that. Jeff is live. Okay. All right, perfect. Not sure, but if you would like it, drop Dave an email. Yeah, absolutely. With the store, Harold. So hit me up an email and I'll do it that way. I don't actually have a store set up, right? Till next time, guys. Thanks very much for tuning in. Appreciate it. Had a lot of fun. We will see you next time.